Barak the Yahweh, Barakatha, Yehoshua, Barak the Yahweh, Barakatha, Yehoshua, Ba Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled The Price for Fame. I repeat, the price for fame. As you can see, our latest example is our boy, Steph is cold, okay? As you can see, it appears that he has been compromised, and the gesture he is doing goes back to the Eye of Horus, the same gesture that's on the dollar bill. Understand something. If you have any form of great influence, okay, you will be contacted. And it doesn't matter if you are a streamer or a YouTuber or a celebrity in the form of streaming, YouTubing, playing sports, or acting. If you have any fucking influence, you will be contacted. Period. Okay? This is the result of the price for fame. He wasn't doing this when he first got on YouTube. Why is he doing it now? And watch how he will start to change. Okay? He will start pushing the agenda of Esau within his message. In order to maintain that platform, you must get down. You have to sell out. Okay? You have to have some form of integrity. And when you show that integrity to Esau, meaning not selling out, he will discard you. So Steph is cold, has got a taste of these worldly goods. And now it's so hard to say goodbye. He's been exposed. Think about it. You went from nothing to something. You have tasted a so-called lavish life, and you don't want to go back down to those lower tiers where you're driving Chevrolets and Fords and Nissans when you was just pushing a Corvette, okay, or an AMG, living in beautiful neighborhoods, multiple accounts, multiple women, can travel whenever you want. To go back to where you came from after you have been exposed, hell yeah, they're going to push the agenda because they have been exposed, okay? Look at it. Anyway, let's go to Mark chapter 8 and 36. And what do you benefit if you gain the whole world but lose your own spirit? Meaning what? You have been compromised. You no longer have morals and values. Your morals and values come from the agenda of Esau. And you thread that agenda within your message. Verse 37, is anything worth more than your spirit? Hell yeah. For some, women, money, cars, trucks, okay, houses, access, so on and so forth. Jeremiah 2 and 33. Why trim you your way to seek love? And this is what happens when you sell out. Therefore have you also taught the wicked ones your ways. Right, because Israelites, and in modern terms, so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans have become so wicked they can teach Esau a thing or two. Now, the focal point is Tremis, right? Tremis goes into Strong's H3190, pronounced as Yatab. And the reason why Jake sells out is to escape or outrun or avoid the curses, which is something you cannot do even at the cost of selling out. But Jake does this in order to be happy, to be successful, to be accepted, to benefit, to be cheerful, to be content, to find favor, to be glad, to be merry, to be pleased. Okay? This is the reason why Jake trims, okay, his or her ways, right? Proverbs 6 and 13. He winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teacheth with his fingers. You can apply that thumbnail of stuff is cold to this scripture. We can associate that thumbnail with this scripture. Okay? Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. Covetous meaning what? Desiring. Okay? Now, it's okay to covet righteous things, such as the ability to prophesy when we look at great men such as the apostles and the bishops of Connecticut, trickling down to the sincere man of Great Millstone. Okay? So when we coveted after a righteous thing, is nothing wrong with that. There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such an one set his own spirit to sell, such as Steph is cold. Now, how do we know? Look at the gesture. The gesture indicates a sellout, okay? A gesture indicates a sellout, such as Steph is cold. And when we look at the term indicate, it means to point out. And how is he pointing out? By utilizing the symbol of the Eye of Horus. Okay? He wasn't doing that when he first came on YouTube, just in case he attempts to deny it. For such an one set his own spirit to sell. He's been compromised. Now Esau controls his image. Now Esau can tell him what and what not to talk about. Now Esau can tell him what type of gesture to do for his upcoming thumbnails. Because while he lived, he cast away his bowels, right? He cast away his bowels, meaning what? He just disregarded his morals, his values, his principles, right? And assimilate Satanism within his message for money, women, cars, and clothes, for fame, the price of fame. And this is what he should have done. Let's go to Luke, and this is the last scripture. Chapter 4. Now, this account goes into the account of Satan attempting Yahushua to sell out. And after 3 attempts, what happened? Satan got on down. He left him alone. So Yahushua combated Satan in the spirit, utilizing the scriptures. And this is the point, Luke 4 and 12. And Yahushua answering said unto him, it is said, you shall not tempt the Lord your power. And when the devil had ended all the temptation after 3 attempts, he departed from him for a season. Okay? So eventually Satan left. All right? And most importantly, Yahushua did not get enticed or seduced by Satan. And see, what Esau does is Esau will allow you to come up, will allow you to get bigger and bigger, start getting these houses, okay, the money, the cars, and so on and so forth. And then he presents a proposition. And if you are not willing to walk away from that shit, guess what? You will push the agenda of Esau, and this is the price for fame. You will become very dark because Esau is a man of darkness going into Satanism. So, Lord, will you edified? Shalom.